What if the most fundamental thing you know about reality is wrong? What if time isn't a relentless march forward, but something far more fluid, far more optional? Prepare to have your perception stretched. Because today, we step beyond the ticking clock, beyond the familiar flow of seconds and minutes, into the frontier of ideas where time itself begins to unravel. This is the future of time, beyond space-time. Let's explore time. To us, time feels like motion, a stream carrying us from past to present to future. We grow older, stars burn out, empires rise and fall. Everything changes in one direction. But physics tells a stranger story. The fundamental laws that govern particles, quantum mechanics, electromagnetism, gravity, don't care about direction. Run them forward or backward, and the math still works. So why does reality feel like it's moving only one way? Physicists call this mystery the arrow of time, and one possible answer lies in entropy, the measure of disorder. From a cup shattering to heat dissipating, the universe tends toward chaos. Entropy increases, and that gives us the illusion of time's flow. But here's the paradox. The early universe, moments after the Big Bang, was in a state of low entropy, a pristine order that physics can't yet explain. Why did it start that way? Nobody knows. Maybe the arrow of time isn't fundamental at all. Maybe it's just a local illusion, emerging from how we, conscious beings, observe the unfolding cosmos. If that's true, then time doesn't move forward. We do. In the early 1900s, Albert Einstein unified space and time into a single entity, space-time, a four-dimensional fabric where matter bends geometry and geometry tells matter how to move. It was revolutionary, but even Einstein's masterpiece might not be the final story, because at the smallest scales, inside black holes or at the birth of the universe, relativity collapses. There, quantum mechanics takes over, and space-time itself begins to pixelate. Scientists are now searching for a bridge, quantum gravity, a theory that merges the cosmic and the microscopic. Some researchers think space-time isn't continuous at all. It could be emergent, like temperature emerging from molecules, or waves forming on an ocean. Imagine reality built not from particles moving in space and time, but from something deeper, from which space and time themselves emerge as byproducts. If that's true, then time isn't a backdrop. It's a construct, a property of something more fundamental. The question is, what? Let's explore three radical frameworks that challenge our everyday sense of time. First, the block universe. In Einstein's relativity, past, present, and future all coexist in a single four-dimensional block. You don't move through time. Your entire life already exists, like a line drawn across this block. You experience one slice at a time, but all moments are equally real. In the block universe, there's no flow, no now, only perspective. Free will becomes an illusion, and time is more like geography. You can't change it. You can only look at it from different angles. Second, loop quantum gravity. Now, zoom in on space-time itself. According to loop quantum gravity, space-time isn't smooth. It's made of discrete loops, tiny quanta that snap together like a cosmic mesh. Time doesn't flow between these loops. It jumps. Each tick of existence is a quantum transition, not a continuous stream. At the smallest scales, time may not exist at all, just relationships between quantum events. Reality becomes a vast web of interactions, timeless yet connected. Third, M-theory and extra dimensions. M-theory extends string theory, suggesting that our universe may have 11 dimensions. What we perceive as time might just be one direction within this higher dimensional space. In some formulations, universes can exist where time behaves differently or doesn't exist at all. Picture timelines folding, looping, or coexisting in higher dimensional layers we can't perceive. What we call the future might already be written in another dimensional axis, invisible to us. If all moments already exist, what happens to free will? Are we just actors reciting lines in a cosmic script that's already complete? Determinism says yes, but consciousness might be the loophole. Perhaps awareness gives us the illusion of flow, like a flashlight scanning across the block universe, illuminating one frame at a time. Then there's the question of consciousness itself. If time isn't fundamental, then neither is before or after. Could consciousness exist outside of time? Some theories of near-death experiences and deep meditation hint that the mind might perceive reality without sequence. And what about technology? If we ever understand how to manipulate space-time or exist outside of it, our concept of travel, communication, even mortality could be redefined. Imagine sending a message not across space, but across time. Imagine civilizations that perceive all history at once, omnitemporal awareness. To such beings, the universe wouldn't evolve. It simply is. Maybe time isn't something to conquer. Maybe it's something to understand. Our brains evolved to survive, not to perceive reality as it truly is. We sense time as linear because it's practical. Cause leads to effect. We can plan, remember, and act. But beyond the limits of human perception, reality could be static, eternal, and interconnected. Philosopher Julian Barber calls it Platonia, a realm of all possible configurations of the universe existing timelessly. In that view, change is just our mind hopping between these snapshots. So, what if we stopped thinking of time as a river, and instead as an ocean, where every drop already exists, and we are simply waves rising and falling upon its surface? Maybe the future of time isn't about building clocks more precise than ever. Maybe it's about realizing the clock itself is part of the illusion. As we push deeper into quantum theories, black holes, and the birth of the universe, one truth becomes clear. Time might not be the cage we thought it was. It could be the doorway to something greater. Perhaps one day, when humanity truly understands the nature of time, we'll see that the past and future were never separate at all. They were one timeless reality, waiting for us to wake up to it. This is Timeless Planet, where we explore the mysteries that lie beyond the visible universe. Until next time, stay curious, and remember, the clock may tick, but the cosmos is forever still. If you enjoy this video, subscribe Timeless Planet.